particularly easy to write down young operators in birdtrack notation. Here we have once more the standard tableaus for S3, and if you want to write down the young operator for the first tableau, then we see that we have to symmetrize over 1, 2, 3, and we don't have to anti-symmetrize anything. So symmetrization over 1, 2, 3, that was just an open bar or white bar over 3 lines. And now we have to only recall that our definitions, our normalizations, how they would match. So we defined the symmetrizer and the anti-symmetrizer by just adding or adding with a sign the corresponding permutations. And here we always divide it by the number of permutations involved. So this here, the definition of this diagram here includes a factor of 1 over 6, 1 over 3 factorial. So if you want this to match our earlier definition, there's a 3 factorial missing here. Now for this next diagram, we have to symmetrize over 1, 2, and we have to anti-symmetrize over 1, 3. And this is where the birdtrack notation is really handy. So symmetrization over 1, 2. This means we have these 2 lines and a symmetrizer, and nothing happens to line 3 in that step. And then we have an anti-symmetrizer. The anti-symmetrizer has to anti-symmetrize 1 and 3, and 2 goes through without any changes. And now when we multiply them, we just have to connect the diagrams. And that's the diagram for this young operator, and again normalizations. So each of these comes with a factor 1/2. So we write 4 here, that it matches our previous normalization. Same for this one. Same young diagram, different tableau. What's the corresponding young operator? There's again a symmetrizer and an anti-symmetrizer over 2 lines. And this time we have to, the line 1 attaches to both again, and now it's line 3 that enters the symmetrizer, and it's line 2 that enters the anti-symmetrizer. So here's our next young operator. And finally, we have the diagram with just 1 column. Then we anti-symmetrize over everything, and in birdtrack notation we write this as this solid bar, and then all 3 lines go in and leave. And there's a normalization factor here again.